I'd like to tell you about a weekend group I'm offering called Exploring the Soul's Journey. In my 20s and 30s, my basic attitude to life was one of confusion and resentment. I didn't understand my life, I wasn't happy, and I blamed other people for that, especially my parents. In my 40s, I decided to try and sort my life out and take responsibility, and the idea of the soul's journey was a big part of that. So try imagining that you have a soul, a party that has a life before this human life and carries on beyond it. And imagine that this soul has a wisdom and an intention of its own. And what has helped me is the idea that my soul chose the main circumstance of the life that I've got here, and that whatever challenges I'm facing are here for some good reason. All I have to do is learn what that reason is. It's not as easy as that might sound, but it's certainly helped me to feel a lot more resilient about life. Another way that the idea of the soul's journey has helped me came later in my 50s. Like a lot of people, I had quite a long period of midlife crisis where I felt depressed and felt a sense of pointlessness. And having studied the midlife crisis and even written a book about it, my view is that the midlife crisis is actually very understandable, very normal, and that there are positive benefits in it. Essentially, most of us, by the time we get to our 50s, have probably done a lot of the major normal adult things like starting a family, buying a house, having a career. And the big thing about the 50s and beyond is that death is very clearly on the horizon facing us, and we don't know what the point is of the rest of our life. We have to reinvent ourselves, and for me, the soul's journey has been very helpful in that process of reinvention, and it's also helped me to feel very different about the whole issue of death and dying. My beliefs about the soul's journey have been helped a lot by my experience of people close to me who've died in the last few years, especially my father, who died in 2009, and a couple of close friends since then. All of them clearly were experiencing death as a transition and not an ending, and all of them met physical dying with a real sense of calmness and ease, which has helped me in my own beliefs about death and dying. This will be the third year that Cordelia Prescott and I have co-led a weekend group at the Abbey, which is a wonderful retreat centre between Didcot and Oxford. This year we've chosen the theme Exploring the Soul's Journey, and the reason was that a lot of the people around us we see having to face issues around mortality much more directly, sometimes because of health issues in their own life, sometimes because of family and friends. What that's also made us aware of is that there's quite a lot of fear, denial and prejudice about the whole issue of death and dying in our society. And what we wanted to do with this weekend was to offer a safe and supportive space for people to explore these questions for themselves. And I think one crucial thing to emphasise about this weekend retreat is that we are absolutely not trying to tell anyone what they should think or believe. These are really delicate topics, so what we will be doing is offering a space and some processes and some teachings that people can explore and use in whatever way feels right for them. We'll be offering insights from a couple of leading teachers on this theme and using a variety of group processes plus solo reflection time as ways to explore. One of our main sources is the great Sufi teacher Hazrat Inayat Khan, who actually wrote a book called Exploring the Soul's Journey. One of the benefits of Sufi teachings is that they're very inclusive, very undogmatic. They take an open-hearted approach and look for the divinity in all forms of life. So Sufi teachings sit very easily alongside other spiritual paths or none. One of the other sources we'll be using is Christian teachings, drawing on the beautiful retranslations by Neil Douglas Klotz from the original Aramaic, the language that Jesus actually spoke. And what you find with the Aramaic translations is that there is a lot more fullness and depth in a lot of what Jesus was trying to say than we get in the normal King James version. So if this theme calls to you, I really would invite you to join us. You're very welcome to contact Cordelia or myself to check it out beforehand, and I invite you to join us on this exploration of the soul's journey before, during and beyond our lifetime here.